Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg is happening this Saturday in Miami, UFC 327. I'm going to give my main event predictions. Who's going to win? Jiri, Ulberg, we'll see. If you're wondering why my hair is wet, why are you wondering that? What else could it be? Like, why else? You know what I mean? But with that being said, I'm 100% getting this correct, bro. I don't care. Prochazka versus Ulberg. First of all, just looking at the poster, damn, Ulberg, damn, the muscles. No, I'm playing out. That's gay. So you can see the palm tree in the background. I'm yapping. I don't know why I'm even yapping right now, but you can see the palm tree. Where's my cursor at? Oh, here it is. Jiri Prochazka. Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. Before I even get into the predictions, record-wise, 14-1 is actually really good. I know we not lost to Chukwu, I'm pretty sure Kennedy, right? That's his only loss. That's kind of surprising. Jiri an inch shorter, but his reach is a lot. 3 inches reach advantage for his wingspan and 1.5 reach advantage for the leg. Okay, not bad, Jiri, for a shorter guy. All right. But with that being said, who is going to win between Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg? Wait, before I even get into it, guys, I literally did a whole take explaining this fight. I literally did my video, but my mic wasn't on. It's the first time this ever happened to me, bro. Oh my god. But Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. We are becoming champ, bro. We're becoming champ. We're knocking out Ulberg in the 4th round. Me and Jiri, obviously, we're very, we're pretty much relatives at this point. I know him like the back of my hand. I've never met him. He's just my goat. But with that being said, I do think Jiri Prochazka is going to win this fight by 4th round TKO. But there's a lot of difficulties in this fight. A lot of people are underestimating Ulberg. Ulberg, in the whole division, I think he's the most similar to Alex Pereira. They both have, mean left hooks, both tall, rangy, good leg kicks. Obviously, I'm not saying he's Alex Pereira. But brother, Jiri Prochazka, we've seen what he struggled a lot with Alex Pereira's range and, the left hooks, all that. Ulberg, bro, he's dangerous as well. Ulberg, he has knockout power. We just seen him knock out Reyes, which maybe that's not the best, decipher if he has power or not, because, Reyes is not that tough. But, he is on a long win streak, like years years worth of a win streak. You know what I mean? He's beat guys like Reyes, Blachowicz, Uzdemir. He knocked out Atomic, Alonzo Menafield. Yep. So yeah, quite a lot of good wins, but we all know what Jiri brings to the table: that samurai spirit, that power, that rangy goofiness, whatever you might call it. But as I was saying, Ulberg is very underrated, bro. If anyone in this division could knock out Jiri, I'm saying Ulberg has the best chance. I'm not even lying. A good 1-2 down the middle is, bro, that puts people down. Let's be real. I know Jiri versus Roundtree, his last fight. Roundtree's not really the type of guy. I don't know why. I just don't really think he has that much power. No, he has power, obviously. But, like, Roundtree's power, like looping left hands, big overhands, some elbows, jabs, leg kicks. But a good 1-2 down the middle from a guy like Carlos Ulberg, who's long and rangy. Bro, we've seen what that did with Jiri against Alexander Rakic. We've seen that 1-2 that was landing pretty clean on Jiri against Alexander Rakic. But I will be going with Jiri. I think the first couple of rounds is going to be kind of similar to the Roundtree fight, where Ulberg, he's definitely going to win, kind of breeze through the first couple of rounds. And I'm saying the first 2 rounds. I'm going to say, the jabs, the leg kicks, the jabs, all that. I think it's going to be very wary of Jiri's power, obviously, right? And I think, he's going to move around the cage, jabs, leg kicks, that's all. He's going to win the first 2 rounds. Obviously, we know Jiri's a slow starter. What am I saying? Slow starter. He's very he kind of relies on his instincts. You know what I mean? So I was like, when the fight goes on, he gets better. We all know this. He kind of starts off cold, but when rounds 3, 4, and 5 come, right? Those later rounds, I'm telling you, when Jiri is sharp, not sharp. When Jiri is, he's hot. He's his instincts. He's in the fight for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, he'll get used to Ulberg and bro, I'm telling you, as soon as he catches Ulberg with one right hand or jumping knee or something, I don't know. Is it just me? I just don't see a guy like Ulberg reacting well against those. I feel like he's not a guy who can really take damage and dish it back. I don't know. I feel like maybe just because he's a good looking guy, but I don't know, something about it. I just feel like he's gonna get tagged, and I think he's just gonna fold. I don't know why. Is it? Am I like? Obviously he lost to Kennedy Nzechukwu by KO back in the day, and if you actually watch the fight, I know it was like 3 years ago, which obviously a fighter can be a lot better than they were 3 years ago, but. But as soon he was piecing up Kennedy, right? But as soon as he got tired and he got complacent, got comfortable, his hands were all the way down. His chin was up. Kennedy, all he had to do was just land one shot, and he did, and he put him out, bro. He's not the same as he was 3 years ago, but people, bro, this is a 5-round fight. Carlos Ulberg, I'm pretty sure he's never been in a 5-round fight. He's been in a main event against Reyes, but he won by a first-round KO. He's never been in a 5-round fight, and I definitely do see this fight going into the later rounds, like rounds 4 and 5. And when that happens, bro, Jiri, he's way more comfortable in these situations. Guy like Carlos, this is new territory for him. And I feel like when he gets tagged, as I said before, I just don't see him surviving. I feel like he's gonna get a little too complacent, especially when he wins those first couple rounds. But when you do, you can't really get complacent with a guy like Jiri. He's so dangerous everywhere. He can throw jumping knees from like a meter away. You know what I mean? Like, he's the type of guy where you always have to be on your edge. We've seen that with Roundtree. He got a little comfortable. He gassed out a bit in the 3rd round, throwing a little too much in those first 2 rounds. You know what I mean? And I do see Roundtree doing worse than Ulberg. Like, I don't know. What am I saying? I do see Carlos Ulberg doing a little better than Roundtree, especially in those exchanges where Yuri's in the inside. Like, I feel like Ulberg isn't going. I don't know. I just don't see him brawling. Like, I feel like he's type of guy where if Jiri jumps in with a spinning elbow and a jumping knee, I feel he's the type of guy where he'll run around the cage just not to get knocked out. You know what I mean? I feel he's gonna be very, very cautious. But it's going to come, bro. You're gonna get caught. And I feel like when Jiri catches him, I feel like it's gonna be round number 4, round number 3. Yuri's getting a little hotter. Round number 4, pause. Like, round number 4, I feel he's gonna catch him with like a 1-2 or something. Catching him with a 1-2. Carlos Ulberg's gonna, stumble across the cage. I feel like Jiri, either it's like a jumping knee, maybe an elbow, spinning elbow. I don't know what it is. He's gonna put him down. He's gonna put him out, in my opinion. And Yuri's becoming champ again, 2-time champ, bro. Don't ever disrespect Jiri Prochazka, bro. He is winning this fight, exactly as I said, because I'm very good at predicting things. Do you know what I mean? Facts. But with that being said, we are becoming champ. First of all, let's look at the rest of the card. I won't be giving my predictions on the rest of the card today. That should be tomorrow's video on Wednesday. But I know the co-main event kind of fell out, right? Joshua Van versus Tyra is on UFC 328 now. It got rescheduled. But the card, I'm not gonna lie, if that fight was on the card, this is like a 9.5 out of 10 card. Not even because there's like a lot of big names, but because genuinely these fights are all gonna be majority finishes, majority banging fights. Let's be real. Mirzakanov versus Costa, not a great co-main, but obviously the actual co-main fell out. So whatever, that should be a good fight. Blades versus Hook it. Reyes versus Johnny Walker. 100% KO on that one. Cub Swanson versus Landwehr. Whoa, this should be on the main card. I'm not gonna lie. Patricio Popo versus Aaron Pico. Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. Oh my, there's a bunch of bangers on this fight. I'll be predicting that tomorrow. But with that being said, we are becoming champ again. And Carlos Ulberg. How old is Carlos Ulberg? I think he's like 35, right? Damn, I kind of thought he was young. But nah, it's pretty. All right, Carlos Ulberg, you're getting finished in the 4th round, buddy. But nah. With that being said, sick poster. With that being said, that's the end of the video. Give me the 1,000 subscribers already, man. Like, brother, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. I just want to. I don't know why I want to, but I just do. And with that being said, like, subscribe, and I'm out of here.